We've spent the last few years shrinking our lightsaber technology down into a product you can buy, the Mini-Saber, which is now back in stock at Hacksmith.store. But now that we've done that, it only makes sense to go in one direction, the complete opposite. Introducing the Mega-Saber. This was a prop that we made for the launch of the Gen 2 Mini-Saber. It was so cool, we decided it deserves a full video. So Logan's gonna build an even better version of this, complete with giant packaging. I'll also be pulling back the curtain on our fully self-contained liquid oxygen-based lightsaber that Bogdan's been working on for the past year. All thanks to you guys for helping support the research by buying Mini-Sabers. In fact, every Mini-Saber includes this exclusive challenge coin and access to our lightsaber updates that we've been putting out for the past year. Grab one today at Hacksmith.store and be a part of the world's first real-life lightsaber. Oh, and thanks to YouTube for sponsoring this video and discount. 20% off now until May 4th for everything Mini-Saber. First come, first serve, while supplies last. Discount is applied at checkout solely for purchases of Mini-Sabers driven via the YouTube shopping buttons on this video. Now, back to the Mega-Saber.
I've got three different things that I'm cutting. I'm gonna cut them out of 16 gauge mild steel. This one is our bracket that we attach all of 7 different nozzles to. This here, this gets rolled into a tube. And this is our center deflector. These Princess Auto weed burners is what I'm gonna use for the nozzle, because if you look here, gas comes through here and then it actually pulls in all of the air and oxygen that it needs. We're just gonna use 7 of these, pointed in towards each other and weld them all up. And they're already made, so it's a lot easier. All 7.
And what's the next step?
I gotta sandblast these and we can weld them.
Sad.
And these I'm gonna weld just with some little tiny tacks. We're actually gonna be using our new Can-O-Weld welders. And then the outside ones we're gonna put at a little bit of an angle, so then our flame is like a cone, just like the real Mini-Saber. Just make it all unison color again. After 3 consecutive weeks of printing on our 12 Bamboo Labs printers, we finally have all the pieces for our Mega-Saber. Let's attach them together, I guess. This is the bottom of our button. Our grip is done! Pretty massive, but not that heavy. Let's move on to the nozzle. Our top tips of the Mega-Saber are printed out of high heat nylon carbon fiber filament, so that way they'll have a little bit more temperature resistance with all the fire that we've got going on up here. Up next, we got the adjustment ring to fit right here in this bare spot. Can I get a Just we screw it in, it can't move. Oh my goodness. That's a Mini-Saber.
What's the next step?
We gotta get a lot of Bondo and fill all these gaps. Let's go do it. I'm just gonna take all of our kind of seams and any crazy layer lines, apply our Bondo right in between. Now we've got a nice back plate, so then we can apply our Bondo and build up these curves again. We've sanded them all down and they're super smooth now, and we can apply our primer coat and a lot of it again. Now that the Mega-Saber is all painted, sealed, and finished, we can actually install all the internals and make this shoot a 12-foot flame. I'm pretty actually happy with how it turned out. I've made a gold one of these, cut to that, but I feel like I did better on this one. First, we're gonna start off by Tefloning all of our fittings and hoses. We can screw in our fittings to our gas manifold here. Next, we're gonna grab our solenoid valve, which is actually gonna control the flow of the gas and shut it on and off. So we can attach our fittings to our nozzle assembly so we can get our hose lengths and connect all of our hoses. Spaghetti. We're using a lot of parts from the weed burners. So this was the little arc kind of emitter, I guess you could call it. And this just goes right in there. 3D printed a board here just to kind of keep everything organized. Then we can mount this inside or attach it somehow inside there. All together and nothing's moving around. The last time I did not do this. Now it has power. Now we gotta ground it. So just with this wire here. Whoa! Kind of cool, eh? Remote here that should activate our relay in there. Pretty good. Now we can install this in the Saber. First, we're gonna attach our nozzle to our heat deflector. So we can put this to the side for now. So lay this down. We're just gonna kind of slide it in through here. Now we've fastened the nozzle inside of our metal deflector. It's pretty secure in there. Gotta take this off the table to put all of our components inside. It's a little tall. Are you gonna film me struggling to lift this down? Great.
It's not that heavy. It's just awkward.
You did it!
I did it. Bye!
First, we remove the button, so we have access to a hole to pass things through. It's quite heavy, with it being metal now. Now we can pass this in through the top. Next is gonna be this board. Down it goes. Now this motion might be a little bit chaotic. We need to get this on top, and these little pegs here need to fit right over top of these 3D printed pegs. Push it down. Of the saber. There we go. Screw it into our propane fitting here. All right, now we can go test it. Let's go.
Now, you might be wondering, why are our Mini-Sabers always out of stock? Well, it's because you guys are awesome, and as it turns out, supply chain management is pretty hard. But I think we figured it out, and everything is back in stock, including our new light and dark editions. Now, the next question you might be asking yourself is, where's all the money from these Mini-Saber sales going? Well, it's all going into this weird little room over here. We built a full-out Class 100 and Class 1000 clean room. Now, Bogdan's made some amazing progress on this prototype, and we're actually so close to doing our very first liquid octane test. If you guys want to see all the update videos, they're available on YouTube right now for any Mini-Saber customers or YouTube members. But I'll let Bogdan get us up to speed.
The development of the lightsaber is actually coming along really well. We fully tested the entire fuel system, as well as the flow regulation system and the thermal vaporizer, and we have the entire liquid oxygen tank fully assembled. We've pressure tested it, we've cleaned it for liquid oxygen service, which means that the next few months are going to be super exciting, so you should stick along. Yeah, and hopefully I did a good job, because if I messed up any of those steps, this whole thing's going to explode.
All right, Bogdan, I've made this giant Mega-Saber and giant packaging. What do you think?
This looks awesome. I cannot wait to check this out. I saw the initial prototype and it was awesome, and I've heard you made a bunch of improvements. So I'm looking forward to burning some stuff.
I think we're ready to unbox this thing.
Oh yeah? Let's do it.
Let's take the top off.
It's literally taller than I am.
Let's lean it back and let's turn it on.
So you're saying I shouldn't stand right in front of it right now. So if I press this button right now, it's gonna scorch our ceiling.
Just a little bit.
Oh geez. Beautiful flame.
It's so beautiful!
Ooh, it's warm over here.
Not only can you push the button like a real Mini-Saber here, but we also hooked up a remote so we can fire it remotely. Heck yeah.
Warm.
Let's burn some stuff, Boggle.
What are we doing first? The original Hacksmith mannequin. Light it up. Woo! Look at that! Ah! Oh! Nice. Red Bull cans. Woo! Oh, shit! It's gone. Just vaporize those Red Bull cans.
I wasn't expecting that.
I'm pretty sure this is more thermal output than the lightsaber. Not quite as hot, but more thermal output.
We've got this strap here so we can hold it sideways and really burn some stuff. All right, let's pick it up. Oh boy.
You good? And that strap is not rated for the weight of this thing. Turns out when you're lifting heavy things, you should get straps that are rated for lifting heavy things.
We are currently heating up 4 hot glue guns so we can just pump a bunch of hot glue into this guy and continue our test.
Reload.
All right, we fixed the Mini-Saber. It's time to burn more stuff. Okay.
Let's burn these cans, Boggle!
Let's do it! 3, 2, 1! More like a jet engine than it is a...
Yeah.
Yes!
Those cans are kind of flat and gone.
Smells like burnt hog glue.
All right.
That's off. It's off. Is the valve stuck open?
I think so. Well, what we're guessing happened is the solenoid valve got stuck open.
There's probably some air in the lines, and then the air froze up the valve, or some ice built up around the actual spool and froze it shut. Yeah, it happens. We were prepared for it. We handled that well.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know how you were so calm holding this.
It's not that bad.
It's not that bad. It's like 10 foot flames coming out of this thing.
Am I doing something wrong? So I kept pressing the button. I'm like, okay, it's not turning off. I'm like, Logan, it's not turning off.
And then I was waiting for the flame to die down slowly.
And then it got bigger.
Safety.
It's Mega-Saber versus Mini-Saber. Let's burn it down to the ground. Don't press the button. All right, let's go. Yeah!
Okay, the box is burning.
Oh, the vinyl is going.
I just saw molten metal in there.
Oh, that's cool. Watch out, there's gonna be a big boom in a second.
Can we put it down? Can we put it down? Can we put it down?
Let's turn it off.
This is how you start a fire. I like my marshmallows nice and roasty toasty. Oh yeah! That's one way you roast a marshmallow on a camper trip.
It'll fit in my backpack, right?
Now to finish this off, we're gonna cook up some popcorn with our friend here, the power loader. We gotta add our oil and our kernels.
Perfect.
Let me know when you think it's enough up there, Logan.
That's good.
For this one, since we're dealing with some oil and some poppin' popcorn, I'm gonna stand away and use the remote. 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, she's cooking now. The valve's stuck open. Let's let it pop. Okay, let's put it out now. Okay, stand back. I need to put this thing down. And that, my friends, is an oil fire.
We got popcorn though.
I'm not eating that. That has Class K fire extinguisher on it. You're brave.
Oh no!
Yeah, but it works, and it still works, but we're gonna have to figure out that solenoid valve issue.
It's a little roasted. Just the way I like it, though.
Scrumdiddlyumptious. We made some popcorn up, Ian. It's a little roasty and toasty, but here you go. Oh, you're gonna, yep.
Sure not.
Yeah, you do it. It's food safe.
It doesn't taste good.
No. It's all food safe extinguish. Do I get an A+?
Not on the popcorn. Anyways, 20% off. Mini-Sabers at Hacksmith.store. Use the shopping links.
Are they as big as this one?
No.
Spring is here, and I'm super excited to tell you about our Mini-Sabers sale. We're partnering with YouTube Shopping's Real Deal event to give you 20% off on all our Mini-Sabers and our amazing flame color changers. And here's the best part. You can snag these items at a 20% discount during YouTube Shopping's Real Deal event, running from now until May 4th. Click the shopping button below to explore the collection. Hurry, because the special discount is only available until May 4th, and it's first come, first served while stocks last. A big shout out to YouTube Shopping for making this sale possible and helping support the future of lightsabers. Shop The Real Deal on YouTube and get 20% off. Thanks, guys.